Listen here, you little shit. I don't know. No gamer word allowed. It's illegal. Minecraft. Hey Laurie, how you doing? You know, I'm just chilling out, just just came back from the store. Almost ran late with the stream, but luckily managed to hit up the schedule. I'm very quiet. Oh, let me drop the music down a little bit so then you can probably please scream. Ah! Much better. Wow. Pog. Okay, so why don't we hop over to this screen? Wow. Time for you to commit lurk and sleep death. Enjoy dying. I heard it's pretty relaxing. If I vanish, I died moving boxes. Oh damn. That's a big oof. Okay, so let's hopefully. Okay, Ableton crashed. Maybe one of these days let's open up this project and work on some tunes. In the meanwhile, I'll check some messages. Okay, so let's run through this song idea through and then hop on to more focused production, I guess. Like this. There we go. Also, let me know if you can or can't hear this Ableton sound. I'll need to bump up the volume then. Oh, whoops. I think I forgot to, yep. No. Yeah, that's better. Okay, actually, so that's basically the idea so far. I started this project like earlier today and worked like maybe 2 hours on it. So it's quite far considering how much I worked or how little I worked on it, but probably need some more work. And now I'm thinking of adding more of these kind of like fill type of hits. And one would be like here, like a bit of a longer one. So let's hit up resampling mode and yeah, let's record everything but this like kind of glitchy piano thing. And let's like stretch out maybe this first part here. That's actually pretty cool as it is. Maybe change this to texture mode. And also let's just mute everything else. I'm thinking of maybe just keeping this song like kind of as long as it is right now, so it's like a little bit over 2 minutes, which is quite short, but I feel like this track kind of says everything it needs to say in that time. This is a bit think I need to kind of reduce the stereo pan thingy, so it's a bit more in the center, because at the moment it's a bit panned to the left here. And it's kinda annoying. Maybe add a little bit more of reverb. And then let's make another glitch hit here. And that's gonna be like a long kind of deal. Maybe something like let's see if I can stretch this out to, yep, maybe something like that, and then let's make like maybe one of these. Yeah, yeet. I think this needs to get like way crazier towards the end, so maybe this last part here could be like another one of these wacky glitchy. Just playing around with these like warping modes in Ableton is super super fun and gets you a lot of wacky texture. And then this could be another one of those like texture mode things. I'm so not used to like having a microphone on my face. I have to like constantly look to the side to see like my keyboard combinations that I don't have the muscle memory for. What's next? Maybe let's quickly freeze that so I can get a single audio clip from this thing. Hopefully by doing this. And then I can unfreeze it. So let's take that and then like stretch it and do something. can't remember which one was the thing that had like super wacky stuff when you did something with it. Something like that, maybe. Then let's throw in a kind of a riser. So let's pick some random waveform like that, and then let's go here, increase the pitch bend range, and then god damn it. Do like that. And now this should, whoa, it do be going higher though. And then let's do something like this. Amazing. And then thanks, I heard it. Silence. Maybe I could add in this piano, but instead of actually using it to do something interesting, maybe I'll just play a single note. So something like this. I don't know if you can actually hear it that much through that. Yeah, it does what it needs to do, which is adding tension, even when you can't like hear it super clearly in the like this latter half. You can still kind of get the idea that it's there, and it's making you feel uncomfortable. Then let's maybe try these. Oh, I think I need some light. Just sudden realization that my webcam is like entirely dark. Cool. What's next? This piano needs to be a bit more interesting, so maybe add like two notes here that lead up to the and then a leading note to the other chord. I think the piano and this like super distorted screechy lead thing here could like kind of play a call and response type of deal with each other. So where this piano has like these higher leading notes in the first half here, it doesn't have them in here because this thing fills up that space. Completely forgot to plug my stream in like Twitter and stuff like that. I don't know if it actually does anything, but you know. If you wanna retweet the stream, link is in the chat. Let's take this one. And then maybe extend this thing a little bit. Yeah, sick. Then let's go again. quick tip in Ableton. What do you want to know? MIDI notes or audio? As in what? Can you give me some context between that choice? Drums. Okay. So this literally depends on the project. Majority of my stuff uses like audio clips, but for this project I decided to use MIDI clips or MIDI notes instead, just because, well, there's a lot of stuff going on in the drums. Just the drums on their own sound like this. And like just having individual audio clips for each of those hits would make quite a mess on the arrangement view. So that's why for this track in particular I chose like MIDI notes over audio. But sometimes I have stuff that's closer to like maybe like halftime kind of drums or something like that, so that there's only like maybe one kick track and one snare track, and each of those has like, well, 1 or 2 hits per bar. So I don't really I can't be bothered with setting up a drum rack for that. But for something like this where you have like a lot of drum hits and they're more like percussive, I like to have them on a drum rack. So there's your quick Ableton tip of the day. Which wasn't actually a tip at all, because you're still left with the choice on your own to consider. Hey, thanks for the follow. Something needs to happen here. What would that be? At the very least, I could add some filter automation on the drums. So it's yeah, something like that at least. And then I don't really feel like having a single kick hit in there. Like it's an obvious choice, but it's a bit too obvious for me. I wanna have something more interesting. I could actually take this as like almost like a percussive element. Just do that, and then maybe throw some OTT on it. Maybe use a frequency shifter to kind of bump up the pitch of this thing. almost sounds like tapping on like an oil barrel or something. Just super like hollow sound. And then let's throw let's try strings. Okay, well, let's see if that works. Needs to be a bit louder. Okay. Is there anything else I could do to this? Probably, let's see if I have a cool impact anywhere, so I could something like that, just to the like very beginning. Cool. Let's add some hi-hats on that. Haha, hi-hat go burr. Okay. I think this might be as much of this song that I can do for now, and then I'll come back to it later at some point. But for now, I think I'll render this out, take a short break, and then come back with some other project. I think I might be... Oh god. Disk that your backup is saved on doesn't have enough free space. Okay, cool. What was I gonna say? My EP is nearing its completion, I think. This is the 4th song that is kind of finished. So I think I'll start working on the 5th song that has like a super bare bones idea at the moment. So after the break I'll start working on that idea, and we'll see where that goes. So for now I'll take a short break. Let's put on some music and I'll be back in a few minutes. Alrighty. Alrighty. Let's get back to the old Ableton. So, actually, let me just quickly post on some Discord feedback channels the track that I was just working on. Okay. So this thing here is kind of a just a quick little like piano idea. I might just kind of do use this as what do you call it? An interlude in the album. So to get started, I think I'll throw in a reverb, something like this, that takes an input from that piano and then is kind of faded in at certain times, so that it creates this thing. Do you see what I mean? Excuse me. it basically just like fills up the empty space. I don't know if I want to do like too much to this song or whatever you call it. Maybe I'll just like fine tune the actual notes and then I'll do a test run of like the kind of test run of the EP so that I have all the songs rendered out, and then I'll just throw them all in this like one project and kind of see what order works and if like some things in some songs need to be changed in order to work with the other songs. So this gets to be something like this, probably. Pog. Okay, so I think now let's see how this like works, or does it work at all in the context of the song EP, in the context of the EP. So let's open a new live set and let's open File Explorer and let's go to my Ableton files, go into the EP thing. So it's this is one song. This is hopefully a quite recent render of one song. This is the thing that we worked on earlier. This is the piano song. And this is which is the new one? Maybe that one. So let's see. And let's yeet those two. Make sure none of these are warped. And that would make the runtime to be like 13 minutes or something. Maybe 12 minutes. Okay, so I think the order would be something like this. And let's just listen through the entire thing, I guess. I don't know if this is like super boring, but we'll see. most important part in this like EP, like structuring an EP. This the like transitions between songs. Just trying to get stuff sounding like it has a nice flow to it. Actually, maybe this might be a bit nicer if I do the transition more like this. I can already tell that this song is gonna be like the banger of this EP. And I hope that like other people will agree on that. Okay, that transition was a bit abrupt. Let me do something wacky. Let's go to Streamlabs and let's wait. Can I what happened? My media source died. I think I need to do this thing the other way. Add a new source. Yeah, there we go. And now let's put this beautiful frog person over where the bird used to be. Hell yeah, look at that. That's beautiful. That is amazing. Now, oh god. Now Wizard Frog will guide us on our musical journey. Oh, this is the old version of the song. Oh well. But I think that will be the structure of the EP. And then when I actually like finish all these like individual song projects, I can just drop them in here. So maybe let's change the order of these tracks to be like the order that the songs appear in. So like that. So maybe like these first two are a bit more like kind of atmospheric, I guess, and then we get this like piano break that takes us over to this song, and the whole thing ends in this like kind of heavy that kind of combines elements of the other songs. So that might be an interesting structure for this whole thing. Oh my god. So what's next? What can I do? Oh my god. Should I watch a tutorial? If anyone has like suggestions on tutorials and stuff like that, feel free to send a link in chat. I should have links enabled, and if they're not, well, you'll see with the bot destroying your message. I think there's one guy who I follow on YouTube, but I haven't actually like checked out his tutorials that much. So let's see if I have this yeah, okay, let's watch a tutorial.
Welcome back.
Serum tutorial, dope neuro wobble. I have no idea what that entails, but I have serum, and I don't use serum as much as I should use. So let's throw in this text and find where this. Where the fuck have I located that? Oh, it's just God damn it. How do I edit text? And then let's get a link to his channel. Maybe it's just a video, because the channel link is super long. Like that. Sure. And let's throw in, let's open a new set. Fuck, new live set. Oh wait, no, I have the fuck, tutorial deep dive set that I can use for this purpose. Just takes forever to load because there's so much shit. Where's the thingy? Here. And then let's get serum. And finally, let's watch this tutorial.
Everyone, to another episode of Sound Design Lab. My name's Hakobo, and today I'm excited to bring you a really cool neuro bass wobble, which you can find in my song Pummel, and this is what it sounds like. So we're going to go ahead and dive right into it. The wavetables that I'm using today are the distorted bass dropper and...
Okay, so first off, that isn't like super...
I'm excited to bring you a... So we're going to go ahead and dive...
Doesn't sound super like complicated. But...
right into it. The wavetables that I'm using today are the distorted bass dropper and...
Maybe we can still... this one.
For oscillator B, I noticed that it was a little less important which one you used, but for the sake of accuracy, I used the Juno wavetable.
Juno wavetable, POG.
Now, we're not going to actually need any volume from oscillator B because we will be FMing at about 40% on this patch in particular. So let's go ahead and do that right now just to get it out of the way. But in this sound, it's just going to be a simple combination of a lot of unison and a low pass filter working with a bandpass. Now, let's go ahead and just make our LFOs as well to get them out of the way. And I'm just going to go ahead and bring this curve up to the middle of the grid on the top right section of the main grid.
Ugh.
So it's going to be right in the center right here. And we're going to go ahead and throw our trigger on and make a second LFO, which is simply just a ramp at 1/2 rate. And if you watched my neuro bass design video, you'll notice I used this to get a different character of wobble out of every wobble that comes out by putting this on knobs that will change up the sound that is coming through as the faster LFO is going, which I will show an example of. But the only two knobs we're going to be putting the ramp on is going to be the wavetable position of oscillator A, which we can...
what was that?
The faster LFO is going, which I will show an example of. But the only two knobs we're going to be putting the ramp on is going to be the wavetable position of oscillator A, which we can just throw on right now. And we're not going to have anything cool coming out right now, just a simple...
Okay, so he puts it like kind of around there and then throws in the ramp. So it sounds like that. POG.
Basic sound. But if we go ahead and increase the unison to 16, let's go ahead and do a couple things here.
Okay, so get that CPU going.
We're going to increase the unison to 16, or if you're not trying to kill so much CPU, you can go ahead and use 8 to 16. Anywhere in between there is going to work just fine. I just use 16 for the tone, and I noticed that when we bring down the range in the global tab to about 1, it...
Oh, that's interesting. So...
gives us a much better sound, and then I just go ahead and decrease the width to 1/2 at about 50.
Quite interesting. Also, for some reason, these knobs don't work like they should.
Now, this is less important here on the mode. Usually this is only useful when you have the random off, but we're going to be keeping the random on today. But I'm going to go ahead and put it on super anyways, just to be safe. And then we're going to go ahead and knock the octave up of oscillator B to get more exaggerated effect out of the FM. And that gives...
Whoops. So that sounds like this. And then
it's a really cool sound that we can start morphing with our low pass filter. I'm going to go ahead and just direct out a sub real quick just to get that out of the way. Let's go ahead and put this on about 60 from the.
Okay, cool.
Bottom, which is fine. And then to clean up the sound, I'm gonna also put it on the level.
Cool. So now we get that womp womp.
And just do that all across the board on the level knob. And get us something real cool. Now to start off with filtering, let's go ahead and just put it on low 24. Bring this down, I think I have it on, 60. And then go ahead and put the LFO on to about 50, which brings it quite across the frequency range. And we're going to go ahead and turn resonance all the way down because it adds just a little bit of character that I'm not a big fan of, and I just wanted to get rid of it. So it gives us what we're looking for already. So now that we have a good foundation to build off of, we can go into our effects and start putting on the very typical things that I usually do to a bass, which in hyperdimension is just to turn off the rate. And let's go ahead and put the detune on about 18%, turn retrigger on, and do my classic, just turning the mix down and putting the LFO to about 50% of the mix. So absolute what this classic is going to do is it's going to give it some really cool character with the detune that you.
Yeah, that just kind of exaggerates the kind of unison E effect of it, and makes it sound more kind of metallic in a way.
Probably can't hear it, it's a little quiet. Let's go ahead and turn that up a bit, and then I'm going to take this ramp and put it on here, and then do a very, very small upward motion of about, like, say 12. So that's just going to do a little bit of tuning, and we'll notice later I'll go over a cool sound that you can make by messing with this knob. Now let's go ahead and do a very exaggerated effect with the asymmetrical distortion. Now I usually turn the pre on the left right here and bring this over to about 900 Hertz. Bring this down, anywhere over here is good, 900, and I bring this all the way down to 0.1. And then crank the drive up to 50, and this is going to give us kind of a crazy upward frequency range that we're going to.
What? But does mine look a bit different than that?
Have to kind of tone down a little bit, but it makes it bright enough for me to be happy with the effect that comes later with the bandpass. So let's go ahead and turn on our multiband OTT and go ahead and crank this up to about 138% right here, and then just go ahead and tune back the threshold to make it a little bit louder, and the ratio to about 1.7, which I don't think really makes that much of a difference. We just get craziness. So what we're gonna do is, once we've added all this crazy depth to the sound, we're gonna turn it back a bit with a standing phaser, which is just a typical technique to kind of bring back the lower resonances of the wobble or like any like vowel noises that might be coming out. This kind of just tunes it back a bit, and in my opinion has it sit better. So I always throw a standing phaser on the effect chain, and I believe AU5 has a video that goes a little bit more in depth on how this works and what this does exactly. So I do have a channel on the sidebar of my channel page. I recommend checking them out and checking the videos out because they're super cool. And then let's go ahead and turn on the icing of the cake, which is our filter. And what we're doing today is we're putting on a band pass with a notch in the combination. And let's go ahead and crank that resonance up to 50 and get...
what's that? What's the... It's the multi, yeah.
See, I think I believe I had this on 130, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, 130, and then just a super subtle 13 for the...
This really is 50,000 IQ stuff.
The LFO on the cutoff. And then you can put this anywhere you want to bring back the sound a bit. And something else cool that I did was I went ahead and clicked this mix button, which turns it into a level knob, which allows you to mess with the level at any stage of your effect chain.
Pog.
And I went ahead and put a LFO on that and brought it down to the midway point, which is 50, which is the original place that the level goes. Anything above that will increase it in volume. And that gives us our sound. Now, a cool thing that we can do is we can actually come to the detune right here and turn it down all the way. And it gives us a really, really cool sound that almost sounds more neuro-ish in my opinion. It just kind of... crunches the...
multi-band compressor showing middle finger. It's really doopy.
A high noise in there and twist it down a little bit. This might actually be a better sound, but I'm going more for the default sounding wobble. Now all that's left to do is just throw on a little reverb, which typically in this case I just bring the wet knob down to like maybe 10 or 15% and then increase the low cut to get some of the lower frequencies out of that reverb. I never really like lower frequencies in reverb. I really enjoy filling up the space with high frequency ranges of reverb and turn back the volume just to get a little bit of space out of it without taking away the forward dynamic of whatever bass or sound that I am utilizing the reverb on. So that's going to wrap up this sound. If you enjoyed this video or learned something new, go ahead and leave a like and subscribe, as it really helps me out. If you're
smash that subscribe
sharing
button.
Any feedback or have a really cool technique or sound that you made yourself that you would love for me to share on my channel,
ring the bell. Check out Squarespace and Honey and whatever other stuff YouTubers do. Like and sub, because no one knows how YouTube works after 10 years. Yes. Womp. Okay. Maybe I'll just save this preset somewhere. Let's call this wobble. Okay, I think this is enough for today. Let's just end the stream here on this wonderful wobbly whatever neuro bass. Okay. Thanks everybody for joining in, and let's find somebody to raid. I'm just going through like my followed channels on Twitch and seeing if there's anyone who is doing some cool stuff. Maybe let's go say hi to Sims, who is doing some illustration. It's always chill vibes on his stream, so let's go over there. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you whenever the next stream is. Bye bye.